enough of this! We've got this!
On my count! I am ready.
We are also ready!
1, 2...
3!
I understood that social cue.
My children, you think this stops my plans? Today, your only gain is an immortal enemy.
Much better. Now, could someone give us a lift out of here?
Another deal, then?
No! No!
Yes! No?
Pity. So, aside from the soul hoarding thing, what is the devil's beef with Dracula?
He broke his agreement. But I am pleased. We are not! You have made progress. I look forward to what comes next. Eddie can stay Eddie for now. Not to worry, I'll see the rest of you very soon.
Hard to believe you were once rivals. Today, I fought beside partners.
I guess you're right. I felt good working with you, Eddie. For the first time in forever, I didn't think the symbiote was preparing to devour one of my organs.
Yeah, we really sent Dracula packing, huh? And it's a relief to have Mephisto off my back.
You're a free man. What's the plan now?
Yeah, free.
Eddie? This is the part where you say, I'm gonna eat 2 pizzas and sleep for 11 hours. At least, that's what I'd do after a big battle. But knowing the old Parker luck, that's when I'd stumble into a battle with Doc Ock.
Eddie, is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I will be fine. Completely free of Lilith's control. It almost doesn't feel real.
Do you want one of us to pinch you? Joking!
Collapsing entire buildings seems to be a running theme with you. A joke. I am not bitter. Not much.
Good to see Eddie is working through his demons. He's becoming a real hero.
I don't think I've shared a common space.
I don't mind stretching my legs.
If the 3 of you hadn't destroyed those hemolisks, the entire burrow could have been lost by sunrise.
Anyone who has a thing for vampires hasn't actually met one.
Come on, Eddie. What could Mullet Fisto possibly want with me?
I don't know. But I hope you never find out.
It would almost be worth getting mixed up with Mephisto again just to relive that moment. I can't believe that actually worked! Did you see Dracula's face when he pulled the whole church down on his egg hive?
Nah, I was busy cleaning hemolis gunk from between my teeth.
Do not transform on me now.
I read all the Dracula novels I could find as a child. Wait, were those history books?
Don't worry. Dracula will get his eventually. And I'm gonna give it to him.
Dracula? I hope you gave him my regards. That is what I call blades sharp as silver steak.
I've cracked a few eggs in my day, but nothing like that. Not a bad place to be posted up, all things considered. At least I'm not down in the dungeon with Tony.
It's always good to see you.
I almost gave Eddie a hug, but I didn't want to annoy the symbiote. It's kind of like seeing your ex dating someone you've known for years. I thanked you for...
Does Dracula still smell like a sweat-soaked rat corpse showered in perfume? I mean, that's how Storm described him. I ain't much of a conversationalist.
Feel a hunger coming on, and not the usual kind. Getting the urge to do some real journalism.
Did you see Dracula take off in a cloud of bats? And people say I'm batty. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. We couldn't get a rewrite on this line?
Yeah, Dracula's fast. But I'd like to see him outrun the hell ride.
Can you believe no one wanted to play strip poker with me?
Eddie, what is wrong?
We've been so busy, I haven't processed what I did under Lilith's control. Guess my sins are still catching up to me.
What can I do to make things easier?
That's just it. No one can. I've killed before. I can't pretend I'm above that, but I try to only take a life if it means I'm saving another. And Lilith threw all that out the window.
You see your victims' faces when you sleep?
The worst of the faces I don't remember. I get flashes of memories, like corrupted videos on repeat. I see parts of what happened, but the details are lost.
What do you remember?
Only bits and pieces. I remember standing inside a house. Dark. Not sure how I got there or what I'm doing. But the place is ransacked. In one corner is the body of a young woman. Her arms twisted at odd angles. Her face obscured by a shadow. In the background, I hear a baby crying.
Then what happens?
Then, nothing. I've had that one on loop for days.
Focus on what you do remember. It may remind you of all that happened.
Problem is, even the best memories feel like they were captured through a lens smeared with butter. All that's clear is I caused some real pain. Anyway, thanks for checking in. And don't worry too much about me. I'm gonna stick around and do what needs doing.
I know you will.
I may have lost a step, but I promise you this. Lilith will regret she ever got into our heads. I think we're going to get along, Hunter.
Magic asked me if I knew what streaming was. Doesn't she know my handle?
Next time, just the two of us should team up. I don't think we need the others.
During that last mission, was I the only one who thought, yep, this is how I die? No, just me.
No demons to report here, boss.
How's it going?
Salutations, Hunter.
If I sneak up on Iron Man and go boo, would he piss himself? I gotta know.
Thanks for welcoming me into the fold, Hunter. Most people see the monster and run for the hills. Few people take the time to get to know the man underneath.
No problem, Eddie. I've been meaning to ask, where did you come up with the name Venom?
It sounds dangerous, and I like that. But I can't take the credit. My symbiote came up with the name.
But you must have had an opinion.
Yeah, to go along with whatever the alien monster with big teeth wanted.
It must be nice to have someone to talk to when you are alone.
Yeah, but it's also distracting having someone chew your ear off while you're getting punched in the face.
But having a voice in your head probably comes in handy at boring dinner parties.
What, you think I get invited to dinner parties?
Anytime dinner is served, I consider it a party.
I like the way you think, Hunter. It doesn't like to show it, but even the symbiote had fun. Well, we came, we saw, we did a thing. I feel more relaxed at places with no chance of fire.
What's up? Every encounter with the new breed vampires raises more questions than it answers. What do Sin and Dracula get out of their unholy alliance? Why would Sin's HYDRA troops help Dracula's cause? And what is their endgame?
I have a theory.
Go for it.
Sin is using Dracula to benefit her cause. She gave him access to her HYDRA loyalists, and he is too arrogant to question it. Dracula probably thinks Sin's his pawn, but her knife is waiting for the moment he turns his back.
A dramatic twist. I can't wait until the new season of Vampire Intrigue drops. Whatever the actual reason, the outcome is always expand the power of new breed vampires. Let's focus on what we know. Putting aside that you came face to face with actual Dracula, I did the math on how many potential vampires you destroyed in that Hemalisk hive. That place could have generated half the city's police force per week. New York would turn into a feeding ground.
As Robbie would say, we crashed it.
He might say something slightly different, but yeah, aside from dealing with the devil, I'd say we came out ahead.
We took a pawn out of my mother's grasp.
And it seems like it worked out. Still, I have this feeling in the pit of my stomach. Doesn't feel like a clean win, you know?
Yes, I know.
Anything else on your mind?
What do we know about the Lord of Vampires?
Honestly, if Blade didn't vouch for it, I wouldn't believe he existed.
He certainly does.
There's so much information about Dracula that it's hard to know what's fact and fiction. I wonder if he had a hand in that.
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
Salutations. I remember when I used to go out on these missions myself.
Thanks for spotting me, Hunter. I needed to burn off some steam after that last mission.
I'm surprised you have any steam to burn.
My symbiote boosts my metabolism. Helps us bounce back quickly.
The problem is you constantly need to eat.
I'm constantly eating, but what's the problem?
If you rely on the symbiote, why push your physical body to its limits?
I often push myself past the point of exhaustion because I have to be able to compete. Most of the heroes in this house were either born with fantastic abilities or were handed them after they were dipped in radioactive alien slime.
Eddie, you are literally covered in alien goo that allows you to shatter bricks with your fist.
Yeah, sure, that didn't come out right. The symbiote gives me fantastic abilities, but I can't rely on it for everything. I maintain peak conditioning in case my other gets compromised.
Did your parents instill you with this powerful work ethic?
Guess you could say that. My mother died in childbirth, and my father blamed me for it. Spent most of my childhood trying to measure up to that monster's unattainable standards.
Oh, Eddie, I did not know. That must have been hard.
I guess it was. But at the time, it just seemed like my childhood, you know? Now you know why I push myself so hard. I need to be strong enough to protect all the innocent people out there who aren't strong enough to protect themselves.
I cannot argue with that, Eddie. Good girl, Charlie.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details. Always a pleasure.
Nice work out there, Eddie. I hope you'll feel welcome amongst the Midnight Suns.
What do you mean, feel welcome? What have I been doing this whole time?
You've been a probationary member. Now you're a trusted ally.
Oh, wow! That's great! Should I prepare a speech for the ceremony? And when do I get my badge?
There is no ceremony, and we don't have badges.
Oh, bummer. Is it cool if I design a badge for the team?
I'm sure I can find you some markers and construction paper.
Yeah, I was thinking more like clay, you know, so Tony can make a mold. I had some ideas. Maybe I can run them by you later.
I knew I'd regret this.
See you soon. Hey, you.
You look so free up there in the sky.
I think you're pretty special, too.
You feeling all right? Regardless of what Mr. Stark thinks, the mirror table was guiding our hand reliably for centuries before the Advent.
Let's get started, Dr. Spooky. How's it going, boss? Good. I needed something. Sometimes, I even impress myself. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting. I'm here if you need me.
I've been here for 2 months? Time flies when you're bunking heads. Hey, if I kick the bucket, can you make sure to leave me somewhere private to regenerate? I know.
Robbie can summon hellfire at a whim, but he doesn't want to ask if he can play fetch with your dog.
Okay.
I don't actually care, but he needs to stop moping. So, can Robbie play with your dog?
Robbie is free to play with Charlie. So is everyone else.
There, it was that easy. Can't believe he couldn't just ask. I'll let Robbie know. He's gonna stop bugging me about this, or the hell ride goes over a cliff. Listen, if you want, you can call me Eric. But that's between us. I better not hear Stark throwing around.
I thanked you for bringing me back with you, right? I know we're here because people are in danger, but...
Never been in any situation I couldn't claw myself out of.
I needed that.
Yes? You must have slipped. Let's see if you're as good as they say. Talent will only get you...
Let's do this.
Hydra won't want to tussle with me now.
Let's see him try to handle me now.
Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
And we didn't think we could get any stronger. We have a new edge. We thought you wanted us to round off our edges.
Later.
Are you lost? I wouldn't have thought so, but it's good to hear those bells again after all this time. As hard as Sarah tried to keep you out of the tower, you always found your way back in, just in time to wake her up at the crack of dawn. Never a dull moment.
What have you been doing, Ebony?
Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.
What's shaking?
Always on the hunt, right?
I should come back another night. I should come back another night. Autumn, show me the way.